Hey everybody, welcome back to the Problem Trail Podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Justin.
Hey, I'm Anthony.
I'm Adam.
And today we're at the Bourbon Whiskey Library with Anthony. And we are going to be sampling and doing some chit chat over different bourbons.
All that and more coming up after this. And I'll just cut that and
Right on. Yeah, what do you guys want to drink next? Because we'll start talking about it. And
yeah, I'm just going to count it back in, then we'll just.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So, let's start us off on something good. What you guys thinking? Anthony, this is your place, so.
yeah, this is the worst thing that I could possibly do is pick something else. I always invite my guests to pick something, so
right.
It's really up to you all. I mean, you've been here for a few minutes now. You guys have been able to kind of
there's
look at the shelves.
Plenty here.
Please, nothing's off limits. Just let's all pour it up and let's have a good time.
Justin, anything sticking out to you?
I'd like to try that Old Fitz 19.
Old Fitz 19. All right, going big. Let's go.
Good choice.
Yep. Cool. So, Old Fitz 19. Pour it on up. That's what we do here. Oh.
Nice.
All right, sir. Nice color. Color, flavor. This one's yours, right, Adam?
Yes.
That is really nice color. Really nice coating too.
Yeah.
Yep. So Old Fitz, Bottled and Bond. Y'all know what Bottled and Bond is, right? Your subscribers.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
There might be some out there that don't.
Yeah.
So-
But if you don't, then
Yeah.
Bottled and Bond's 100 proof.
100 proof, at least 4 years old, where in this case, you add an extra 15 years on that sucker, you got 19 years. So just a fantastic product. I as you can see, I really love the Old Fitzgerald. Coming out of Heaven Hill Brands, right? So Heaven Hill took them over a while back. And you got Bottled and Bond. You got 100 proof. You got at least 4 years old, bottled under government supervision. Bonded warehouses, right? And basically what the Bottled and Bond Act of 1897 is a guarantee that you're actually getting whiskey. Okay, so whiskey makers were making whiskey, and you had folks that were putting waste and putting water into barrels to kind of, upsell it and to say that they had more in a barrel than they actually did, right? So this is your guarantee from the government, believe it or not, to say that this is actually whiskey.
Yeah.
So that's where the act actually came from. So history, folks. I mean, American history right here. This is really where it's at.
That's what eliminated all the tobacco, spit, and turpentine.
That's correct.
Yeah.
One of the additives to barrels was spittoon waste.
Yeah.
And that was actually for the color, so that it can kind of mask the color of
That's
the
actually
whiskey.
one thing that I did not know.
And that's pretty
I didn't know that
disgusting.
either.
You know what I mean?
Actually,
Yeah.
Imagine drinking that.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
Let's not.
Well, cheers, fellas. Here's
Yeah.
to Old Fitz 19. Here's to some American
Cheers.
history. Bourbon history right here for Bourbon Heritage Month, right?
Right.
I don't know when you're editing this, but, sorry.
It's got to be September now.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Definitely get that oakiness, right off the bat. But not tannic at all. You're not getting that sharpness of the wood.
It doesn't overpower it.
Right?
No.
I think at 100 proof, I think that's where that sweet spot is, though, when you start talking about
I think so too.
high oaked and high aged bourbon, because you really don't want a high aged bourbon. Bourbon doesn't really do well past a certain amount of years,
Yeah, I agree.
unless you know what you're doing, i.e., Blade and Bow 22, Adam knows about that.
One of my favorite pours.
Old Fitzgerald, obviously. You have your Evan Williams 23.
Very good.
Any Heaven Hill products, you know, I mean, pre-fire Heaven Hill, just fantastic. I mean, folks knew what they were doing. When distillers knew what they were doing when they actually let it sit in the barrel for so damn long.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, you could waste your whole product. You could waste all your product by over oaking it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then that just becomes small batch at that point. A
Pretty
very,
much.
very old small batch.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
It's very smooth.
We're bringing smooth back, folks. That's my bucket list, is to bring that term back.
Hashtag smooth.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
Hashtag smooth.
Seriously, it's a great descriptive word for when it comes to whiskey.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
And you're not just talking about the drinkability of it. You're talking about the mouthfeel. You're talking about everything that's going on the palate, on the nose. Like everything about it is a smooth pour. You're not getting that bite, in which, you know, obviously some people want that bite. Some people want that hug.
Yeah.
And you could still have that and the pour still be smooth, right? So yeah, let's bring smooth back, folks. Smooth sipping whiskey, smooth sipping bourbon.
That'd be a cool shirt.
Yeah,
Bring
that would
smooth
be.
back.
bring smooth back.
Bring smooth back
With a glen
with a
on the
little
front.
glen on it.
I just want like 5%. That's
Okay.
all.
Yeah.
You guys make it happen.
Yeah, we'll cut you in.
It's on video, so
Yeah.
just don't cut me.
Yeah.
I'll cut this part out.
Oh, that's good.
You
Good
fit.
choice, man. That's shit.
Yeah. Very good.
You,
good.
Coming out the gate swinging.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Obviously, it's an adult podcast because
Yeah.
21 and over, we're allowed to curse a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
Hell
That's
yeah.
fine.
Good. I'm Italian, so I mean it's kind of second nature to me.
Yeah.
It might just come out in the wash here.
So I remember the first time I tried this, and I'm getting it again. I felt like on the nose and especially on the palate, it took me back to eating Mr. Goodbar. Nice little chocolate
Mr.
nuttiness.
Goodbar.
Like milk chocolate,
Yep.
peanuts. Yeah, I could see that definitely. That's your Heaven Hill right there.
Yes.
Not a lot of peanuts like Beam.
Nope.
You know, like that Beam profile. But yeah, definitely some.
It's a nice compliment.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Adam.
Yeah, I'm getting that chocolate too.
Mhm.
Yeah. I get a lot of yeast from Heaven Hill products, like a lot of that yeasty flavor, like buttered rolls, flaky pastry.
I even get some of that like dark chocolate on the palate.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a croissant, like a chocolate croissant.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Mhm.
real good.
I mean, I'm gonna have to rank out. I
Yes,
was talking
I
about
finally
earlier.
did
Was
something
talking
right.
about the seven.
Yeah.
I was talking about earlier, like that 17 and 19. That's really close to being. I mean, that's good. Right
Yeah.
there with that 17, that's good.
Yeah. This was actually made in the fall of 2003. It even says it on the tax seal on there. 2003. How
I
old are you
started
guys?
high school in 2003.
Oh my God, you guys are young. You started high school. All right.
Yeah. I'm 30.
Well-
I'm 32. Justin, you're 35.
Okay.
So-
No, you're not that much younger than me. You're still
Your
younger.
best friend don't even know how old you are.
What's that?
I guessed it.
You said 30 what?
Oh,
I graduated in 99. I graduated high school in 99. So I was doing something in community college in 2003. Taking a lot of classes, I'm sure. Night classes. Working my ass off.
yeah.
Good stuff, though.
Yeah.
That's
very
really good.
Yeah. Good choice,
I was
man.
gonna say I might have to pick up a bottle, but they're
Yeah.
Oh.
Good luck finding it.
Good luck. Good luck with
Yeah.
that.
Good luck. I'd love
Yeah.
to have a bottle, but maybe one day.
I think this definitely turned some heads once that 19-year
Yeah.
expression came out.
A lot of people have their favorite expressions too, between the spring and the fall,
Mm-hmm.
the 17, the 19. I think this is definitely one of the best in my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm
And-
gonna have to agree. Yeah.
I mean, if you do want to talk about some of the history of the old fits, like
Sure.
this one here is the fall, so you have a black label. Okay, so
I was wondering the difference
the
between the
fall
black and the
releases
green.
are the black labels. You have I believe that's the spring. Thanks, got it. Yep, spring is the green label.
we're just gonna get them all out on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put
And
them
then
all
you
out.
have the red label, which is the visitor center. So,
Huh.
yep. Red label, green label, and black label.
I learned something today.
Yep.
Learned
Yeah.
something new today.
See that? Love these decanters though. I mean, these are
Yeah,
so sexy.
yeah. The
Oh, yeah.
decanters are
Beautiful
just
bottles.
yeah, like you said, sexy.
Yeah.
They really are.
I have all but 2 of them. I'm still searching for the last 2 of them. From a while back, I want to say 19 and early 20. But, yeah. And then, of course, the new one, the new 10 that just came out.
10. Yeah, I've been seeing
I'm
that.
kind of surprised they went from the 19 to the 10.
That's a
but
big yeah. That's
I am happy about it. I am happy that they're going to the lower age statement and kind of recreate. I thought this was going to be the last one, honestly.
That was the rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why not keep going, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
shoot, Elijah Craig has a 13-year barrel proof, barrel proof
Yep.
out right now,
Yeah.
right?
I think
Yep.
that. Yeah. Yep.
That's the C batch, C923. So yeah, why not just keep this one going if you have such young stock or old stock.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I have a 8-year, and it's fantastic too.
8-year fits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You really can't miss with those.
No.
I mean, it's a beautiful weeder. It's weeded bourbon too, by the way.
Yeah.
In case you guys don't know.
I thought it was just by tasting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same mash bill as the Larceny, right, over at Heaven Hill. So
Yep.
I mean, you're dealing with the same stuff, but obviously you got the bottled and bond stuff going on
Yeah.
here, and you definitely have a little bit more attention being paid to the old fits than the Larceny.
A lot more
Yeah.
attention.
I think some of the Larcenies are hit and miss. In all honesty,
They are.
The high, like again, some expressions they're just high proof to be high proof, you know, and
Yeah.
that's it does sell. Like the high proof sells because it's going to create an allure to a lot of the folks, a lot of the high proof fans.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that's like 125 proof, 130 proof. I need to go get that because of the proof.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think the one that Elijah Craig just came out with, I think it's 133.
It's up there.
Yeah,
Somewhere around
131
there.
or 133. I think
It's
it's
up
130.
there.
It's up there. Yeah.
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 But the age statement, I want to say the age statement is what people are going after.
Yeah.
I
Because
think so.
they've done, high proof before with a lot of their stuff. 130s, no problem. But I think with that, now that they're actually including that age statement on there too,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's really drawing in a lot of people.
It is. Yeah. They see that age statement and they're like, oh, I gotta have that.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel the same way. I mean, I like seeing a lot of these products with high age statements, with bourbon sweet spot age statements. We're talking, I don't know, anywhere from 7 to 13 years, right? I think that's a great spot. And of course, it all depends on where your barrel's being stored in the rick house, what state it's in, what the climate's like.
Yeah.
Is your rick house temperature controlled? Is it actually getting the heat that it deserves? Is it getting the cold?
Yeah.
So you have that expansion and contraction. And these are all major factors when it comes to whiskey making. Right?
Absolutely.
The
Yeah.
barrel is what tells the story, right? Most folks realize, or most folks know that, you have the master distillers. They're making the product. They're making the white dog. They're making the moonshine, right? That's going into the barrel, which is a great feat. But it's really the barrel that is telling the story. It's the barrel where all your flavor, where all your color,
Mm-hmm.
where everything lies.
Oh yeah.
And that's a hell of a waiting game, I'll tell you.
Yeah, big
Especially
waiting
like
game.
the one that we're on right now, the
Yeah.
old fits, 19 years.
That's a
Imagine
long
waiting
one.
that long for some of this.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we got some of that 19 in the back.
Come
Yeah,
back in 10 years and you can enjoy it.
Like, yeah, but you have any Blantons back there? No, it's good stuff.
Yep, that's good choice, Justin. Like I said.
Yeah, well done.
Good starter though.
Yeah.
Now we have these out here for a reason. We started when these gentlemen came over. We started with the Blade and Bow just as a palate starter.
And actually, pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean
It really is.
It's definitely a good one. 91 proof, right? You see all the keys on there. That's how many Blade and Bows that I've gone through because again, it's a great palate starter. Just something to get the senses rolling.
Yep.
From that point, we moved on to the Frank August. The Angel's Envy is out here for a reason, and we didn't sip on it.
No,
This is the
Will was just talking about it. So
Yeah,
if
we-
you
we-
want
we-
to, you can kind of tell the story again.
We were chatting about it. This is the Angel's Envy Mizunara cask finish. This bottle actually is the reason that I went to Kentucky for the very first time. And this was back during the pandemic, 2020. I had won the opportunity on a Angel's Envy website, giveaway, not giveaway, but, a randomizer type thing
Yeah.
to where I can purchase this bottle. Okay, the retail on this was $350. It wasn't cheap. So that was one of the most expensive bottles I had ever bought. Second most expensive bottle I had ever bought at the time. And the whole stipulation was you had to go to Angel's Envy to pick it up. They wouldn't ship it. So,
Okay.
all right, well, guess I'm booking a one-way flight because I know I'm coming home with a lot of whiskey.
Right.
So I did that. And again, during the pandemic, so like times were different. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't know what was going on. But, here in the South, we kind of just let it flow. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, let it flow.
Let it flow.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was hardly anybody there, hardly anybody in Kentucky. A lot of the windows were boarded up down Main Street because there was a lot of the riots going on at the time too. So very, very different times, a few years back. And a lot of people don't realize, but a lot of great bourbon came from that time too. And this is one of them. The Mizunara cask. Mizunara is one of my favorite types of finishes. You have a very, very old Japanese wood. I mean, you're talking a cured wood for 200 years, when it comes to Japanese
Wow.
Mizunara.
Did not know that.
So anytime I see the term Mizunara on anything, I kind of jump. I kind of, wet my lips. I'm like, okay, yes,
Gotta have it.
You appreciate it.
Yeah.
You greatly appreciate it. And that's one of the ones that I really appreciated. That trip stemmed a lot of different spots. I mean, I was able to get to Buffalo Trace. Yes, they had Blanton's that day. I did pick up a Blanton's that day. Believe it or not, the Blanton's that I got that day was dumped on my birthday. So that was pretty cool too.
That's cool. Yeah.
Everyone's always looking for their birthday bottles, or when a child is born or something like that. But I found my birthday, so
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it
pretty
is.
damn cool.
Yeah.
I like to tell folks I did the Bourbon Trail in 22 hours because again nobody was there, so I was just hopping into.
Wow.
I was hopping
boom,
into
boom,
gift
boom.
shops and distilleries, and nobody was doing tours at the time, so I was just kind of just.
You can just do whatever. Yeah,
cruising
that's
around.
nice. Though.
Yeah. But also while I was there, I picked up that Evan Williams 23 year that's behind Adam.
Yeah.
That wasn't cheap either, but they had it available at the time, so I picked up a lot of big bottles while I was there.
Sounds
And
like it. Yeah.
I ended up coming back with 44 bottles. And a lot of those were the Heaven Hill 6-year green labels, because they were $13 a pop, and I got a case discount because I bought a whole case of them, and that was a lot of the bottles.
Why not while you're there, right?
But for $13, you can give those away as gifts. I mean, you're not
True.
going to find them anymore,
Right.
But I mean, you can just give those away as gifts, and that was kind of what I was after.
Yeah.
Kentucky only releases. You also have the JTS Brown bottled and bond. Giveaway bottles. Just here you go, enjoy. But yeah, that all came from this bottle right here. So a lot of stories.
Good story.
A lot of stories.
Yeah.
You're up.
To follow up the gifts thing, Josh, you want to show what we are donating to Anthony? The shirt?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just
Yeah,
on
that's
camera.
awesome.
There you go.
Yeah. We brought Anthony.
I didn't know you was coming.
Yeah, we knew you was
I'll
gonna be
send
here.
you my
I'd have
address.
brought you one too, but
I didn't know he was coming either.
brought him
He
a
just showed up.
Bourbon Trail podcast
Yeah, look at that.
T-shirt.
Awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
I love that logo too.
Yeah, actually, the logo. A good friend of my dad's is actually the one that created that for us. So
Okay.
yeah, pretty awesome.
I mean, that's what I look like in the morning, right after I wake up, before the coffee. So,
Yeah.
well, that's how I feel I look.
Yeah.
So I'm up.
You're up.
All right.
All right.
Let's see. What do
Let's move the water over there. And for folks that know me, also, you can tell that the table is a little askew. So this is the tasting room table, and we're kind of set up a little bit differently here, just to fit all of us, all of our heads in the shot here.
yeah.
So a little different angle. So I kind of dig this, actually. So I can see out. I can see the cats all walking by the door.
I did
too.
just notice that.
Yeah, you saw Benny. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. Let's see.
There's only like 2 or 3 bottles up there to pick from, bud.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's not too many.
You're going with some single malt, right?
Right? Yeah. Break Justin in.
Yeah. Break me in the right way.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. It'd be harder to top what Justin picked there.
I mean, you don't have to top it.
Right.
Just pick something that you enjoy, or
Right.
something that you're
Something
that you're interested in.
Actually, how about that Kentucky Owl up there?
The Kentucky Owl 11-year rye. That's a rye.
Is it?
All right.
I can't
I
tell.
told you I was going to change your mind about rye.
There we go.
This is it right here.
Right here.
This is it. You got to be careful with this cork here because it's a little bit older. I'll pop this one.
Okay.
So Kentucky Owl 11-year. This is batch 2. If you all know anything
Going
about,
back.
yeah, this is going back a little bit. This is probably one of my top 5 ryes.
Oh wow.
Right.
So yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, I have to be very careful with this cork because although I do, take my time and saturate all my corks on a quarterly basis, some of them are just old.
Yeah.
All right. You guys rinsed your Glens there.
I did.
All right, your pour, so you're first. Show that guy.
Thank you.
Adam, are you a rye guy?
Not so much.
No.
Well, this might change it.
So I've found out that most of the ryes I prefer are either high proof or finished.
Okay. Well, this is neither. This is 101.8 proof and not finished. So fun story about this bottle right here. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
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 Salute, salute. Good choice too, by the way. This was part of my trade up project that I did last year. I don't know if you guys followed any of that. I started with a bottle of JTS Brown, and I don't know if you remember the whole deal where a woman started with a bobby pin and she worked her way up to a house by trading. And that was kind of the goal of mine, not to buy a house, but
Yeah.
I wanted a bottle of Pappy
Oh, of course. Yeah.
by trading up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it went for like 16 different trades, like starting on this JTS Brown.
Yeah.
Now, I got to tell you, first off, by doing this, it created a great network. Okay. It created a great deal of camaraderie. It created a great deal of community. And I wasn't after like only getting higher valued bottles.
Mhm.
Okay. I wanted to go value for value or whatever the person I was traded wanted.
Right.
Okay. So I started with one bottle, and that was a $13 bottle. And that was JTS Brown. All right. Right from the beginning, I ended up with 2 bottles of Buffalo Trace single barrel selections. From that, I got 2 bottles of Henry McKenna 10-year bottled in bonds. So, and it just started like snowballing from that point.
Yeah.
I ended up trading up for 11 different bottles. Like I ended up with 11 bottles, and this is one of them. This is not a cheap bottle, folks.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah.
This is like a $200 bottle right
Mhm.
here. And that's just one of the 11 that I ended up with.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And started off with a
it started with a $13 bottle, and my whole goal, like I said at the end of it, was to like get up to a Pappy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wanted to help people out too.
Right.
So my final trade was whatever bottle that I had available, and I was going to trade that back for a JTS Brown. So
That's pretty
people think I'm
awesome.
crazy, but it was fun. I mean, like we had such a great time. You remember
Yeah, I do.
everything that was going back and forth. I kept telling you about a lot of the trades that were being made, and he was just like, "Oh my God, are you serious? Like you got these bottles for this?" Like, yeah, and it wasn't just that. I mean, I ended up with that Wild Turkey 101 8-year that's up there, that Austin Nichols.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that's a 2006 bottle.
Wow.
I
That's
mean,
awesome.
just those two alone for a JTS Brown at the end of the day, right? That's worth it. Like that's more than worth it.
Absolutely.
That's game over.
Yeah,
You know?
game over.
But I
That's it.
created a whole collection, for this one bottle, and it was just it was a lot of fun. Again, brought everybody together, brought me together with a lot of people that I don't know,
Right.
and you start chatting with them, and guess what? You become friends. You become internet buddies, or whatever you want to call it. But
That's
yeah,
an awesome story.
that's where this one actually came from. And the person who I traded for this, I don't know if he wants to be named, but he is in the whiskey business, on the other coast, but he's a good friend of mine as well. I've visited him many times, but he wanted a bottle that I had that was down the line of all the trades too, and it was an 11-year-old Overholt from Pennsylvania, and he was like, "Man, I can't find that. I can't find that rye. Do you want to trade?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." So he's like, "I got this Kentucky Owl, but do you have anything else?" I was like, "I got a lot more. Like, what do you want?" And I never reached into my own collection. It was all the stuff that I had accumulated via trade. So yeah, we ended up making the deal. So thought that was pretty good. What do you guys think?
That is really good. Yeah. It's unlike any rye I've ever had.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah. What is it about the taste that is unlike
It's
the rye, like any other rye?
For me, it's very well balanced. No single flavor overpowers all the other ones, and they all go together very well. They complement each other.
Yeah, well said.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's very, like I said, very well balanced rye.
Yeah, like black pepper and bacon spice on the palate. Really good.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
But like he said, it's not overpowering.
like
either,
everything balances like perfectly in my opinion. Like
Is it 100 proof?
that's the best rye that I've had.
101.
Yeah, 101.8 or 9. Yeah. So if you see this on here, you see Dixon Deadman. You guys have heard of 2XO, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Dixon Deadman is 2XO. Like that. That's who created 2XO. Well, he was also Kentucky Owl. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of history there.
Yeah,
You see where Dixon came from. Hell of a blender.
yeah.
Yeah. So, and doing some great things, especially with those 2XOs, with those 2XO bottles. I got a few up there. I got the
Oh, yeah, I see
Innkeepers.
it, yep.
I have the Phoenix blend up there behind it as well. But I love double oak. Like that. That's one of my favorites.
I like
I know
double
we're
oak,
kind of
too.
getting off the topic of the rye, but
No,
that's where he came from.
I'm right there with you. I
Yeah.
like double oak stuff. So yeah.
Because it kind of creates an even sweeter profile to something that's already sweet, like bourbon,
Yeah.
or even rye. You get kind of like that marshmallow, kind of that s'mores
Yeah.
esque taste. You get more of that chocolatey notes, and it's not just. So Adam's up right now. We were talking about what you wanted poured, or what I poured for you that first time that you came over to the library.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think the
Well,
original pour was Blanton's Gold.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
No, well, I think you gave me an Eagle Rare pick first.
Okay.
And the next pour was Blanton's Gold. And then it was an E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof.
Okay.
And the grand finale, which is still to this day one of my absolute favorite pours, was the Blade & Bow 22 year.
Yeah, that's right there. It's eye level.
It is
Yeah.
fantastic.
So not this one, but the 22 year. The
I
one-
see
the
it
one with the
sitting there.
gold.
Yep,
Yeah.
the little yep.
Getting a little low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't ever want to see that go,
Yeah.
honestly. But if I do see it go, it would definitely be with Adam.
Heck yeah, man. Stand up out of
Adam's got to look right now. He's got to figure it out. Like he hasn't been here before.
Just trying to see what's new. It's the same thing I do every time I come here.
Have you had the Rio yet?
The what?
The Rio?
We have not cracked it yet.
No?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Oh, you do have it though.
No, we haven't
Nice.
yet.
Yeah,
We just
nice.
haven't cracked it yet. We was kind of
That's
waiting
game
to
changer.
open it on an episode. So
Yeah.
JTS friend.
might not wait that long, but but I have heard really good things about it.
Yeah. It really is a fantastic bottle. And if anybody watching wants a bottle of that, reach out to Matt, Bourbon Jeeper. Ask him about the Rio and see if he has any available. I'm just kidding, folks. Really, don't do that. Don't do that to Matt.
I was like, really?
So Matt works with Penelope.
I got you.
Right? And he has a ticker on all of his stories that says, days that I've been asked about Rio.
He's
Zero.
about to get more probably.
0. Now he's going to get more.
Yeah, he's going to get more.
Matt, Bourbon Jeeper. You guys know him. Trust me, you know him.
Yeah.
All right, great dude, honestly. And tell him I sent you. He's been over here too. We've had cigars out back, and we've had a good time together.
Yeah. All fun again. That's good.
Yep, that's right. That's right. All fun and love and war, right?
Yeah.
No pressure, Adam. What the
Now,
hell?
I'm trying to.
Will you get a phone call?
No, I
during
want to
this?
look. We have to cut all
It's
this
got-
out, but
He's got
I got to call my guy right now.
yeah.
hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah. Oh, he's got the light out.
I can't see back there.
What was that one bottle you had a while back? I guess the distillery had sent you like a sample bottle of it. Was it the Penelope or started with a C?
It was a lot.
Yeah,
Distilleries have sent me.
I can't remember. It was on your story, and I was like, I'd like to try that.
It started with a C.
It was in a little bottle. You've probably killed it by now, but I can't remember what it was called. I tried to look up.
If I told you how many media samples I get,
Yeah, I'm sure a lot. Yeah.
that's
on a
probably a
weekly
lot.
basis,
Yeah.
don't look behind the curtain. All right,
Really?
that's all I got to say.
Never pull back the curtain.
But
Yeah.
I do take my time with them. You know,
Yeah.
I'll always drink them and give them a fair review. However, I don't know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Too many.
Yeah.
Sure.
In honor of the host.
Sure. So, all right. Adam picked out the Michter's Fort Nelson barrel strength. This is one that I bottled myself on April 15th, 2022. So last year at Michter's. Again, right place, right time.
Yeah.
They had 3 spots open, and there was 4 of us, so one person didn't get to do it, but they still got to come and hang out with us. And it didn't just come in the bottle; it also came with the box, and the box also had, it was all customized, had your name on it and everything
How
like that.
cool.
That's
But
awesome.
how look at that darkness on that
Is, yeah.
beautiful bourbon right
Yeah.
here.
That's, I mean,
That's
Good
one of the cool
choice.
things. I don't know if they're still
Good
doing
choice.
it, but what was it? Create your own bourbon, or what's the bottling experience that they do at Michter's?
At Michter's, it's bottle your own.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are they still doing it?
They're still doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, you show up early and try to get in. That's the only way you can do it. You can't really make reservations or anything like that. You have to do it the day of and see how many spots they have available. Yeah. Pass me the water there, Adam.
The last time I was in Kentucky, Michter's Louisville location was still under construction. It had been delayed, so I didn't get a chance to see it. So it's going to be one of my first stops when I go back. Check that out.
Pardon my reach. Well, your choice, your pour.
Okay.
That's a good one. You guys are going to like this one. So, I mean, you really don't do anything. You just pull a handle
I've seen
down.
them. Yeah, do it.
It's really cool though. Like the whole experience is pretty cool. Chatting
Yeah.
about the whole the history of Michter's and all that fun stuff. But then you see the color that
Yeah,
comes
the
up
colors.
into the bulb. You can pour yourself. Yeah, this one here is a game changer too when it comes to Michter's.
I don't think I've had any mixers. You got a bottle.
I have
if I
I
ever
have a
tried it.
sour mash.
Sour mash is good.
It
86
is
proof.
good.
It smells good.
So this one here is barrel strength.
Okay.
57%, so 114 proof.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on up in the world here.
Moving up.
Cheers, folks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Salute. Salute. Poured it myself. Yeah, that's right. So it's weird because the different distilleries have different ways of doing the bottle your own.
Mm-hmm.
Heaven Hill, they let you like wash your bottle out, right? So they'll let you wash it, they'll let you dry it, all that. Michter's, they give you the bottle like right off the bat.
Yeah.
From what I remember, anyway, we had a lot to drink that day. So. But it really was like setting it in the box and making the whole presentation, like that was like where it was at right there. And then writing everything on there. Heaven Hill, there's one behind Adam. It's the Henry Heaven Hill bottle. It's got the tag on it. It might be behind something.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's right. It is directly behind you, like right next to the Parkers.
Oh.
Yeah. This just has a custom tag on it, but this was the one I did over at Heaven Hill. Let me take that off there. This was an 8-year, and I was able to put the Bourbon Whiskey Library. I wasn't able to do that with the Michters. They told me I had to put my name on it. I was like, all right, well, whatever. So this one was 8/19/21 that I did this. So I did this with my wife. She got one as well, but the person who set up our appointment asked for one, so we gave him hers with his name on it. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's the
awesome.
Heaven Hill one. Yeah, this one's really good too. 129.6. This isn't for the faint of heart.
That one's up there.
Yeah.
It's a cool experience, though.
It really is.
Something you get to bring home and talk about and share with your friends.
Right.
Good story and
Yeah. And you feel like you had a hand in, something that was going on over there too.
Creating memories.
Man, that's so good. Creating memories. The vanilla on Michter's, like always, it's amazing. It's like a vanilla extract that isn't as hot as an extract, right?
This has a fantastic finish on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's almost like a root beer. Like I'm getting like a sarsaparilla.
A little sassafras.
Oh, yeah.
I get that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I swung by Buffalo Trace after I did this and threw a little Freddy's root beer in here. No, I'm just kidding.
That's why.
Oh, Freddie.
Oh, man. Freddy's a man. That's so nice, though. I mean, you don't get it on the nose. You don't get that sarsaparilla on the nose, but you definitely get it on the palate, on the back end of the palate.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's our tour guide when we go.
Yeah. Yeah,
Got a lot of good tour guides there. I had a guy, and I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he was fantastic too. He gave a great tour, very informative, very entertaining. I enjoyed it. And Freddie's the leader of the pack there,
Sure.
but I think a lot of their people there are great.
Oh, that's good. Great pick, man. I haven't visited. Well, I did I think I did a post on this not too long ago. I just had a little sip of it, and it just wasn't enough to really appreciate what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That is good pick.
Yeah.
Like you said, the finish on that is really nice.
Mm-hmm. It stays with you.
And
I mean,
it coats the mouth
yeah,
really
it's
well.
very viscous.
It's very viscous, absolutely.
This is a good example too of we all talk about nose, palate, finish. That a lot of the times the palate or the nose is the star of the show, but for this one, I feel like the finish absolutely is.
Yeah, I agree.
It shines.
It does.
The back end of the palate and the finish,
Mm-hmm.
I think really
Is where it
the
shines.
highlight.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a really dark. Man, it's a nice color.
I want to say they said like 5 or 6 years.
Really?
I mean, it wasn't a lot, but that's just another example that color doesn't dictate quality all the time.
It doesn't.
Okay.
No.
In this case, yes, it does, but not always. I mean, it can be a dark, very dark color. It just means that your barrel was oversaturated.
Yeah.
It could mean it was aged in Texas. You never know.
We've had some good Texas whiskey though.
There's definitely some good Texas whiskey out there,
Yeah.
but again, microclimates and then just different climates, period. So you have different regions. You have Texas, you have Kentucky, you have Tennessee, you have North Carolina even.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? And we're putting out some damn good
We
whiskey.
are.
Yeah.
I mean, just like the old Raleigh,
Southern
Southern Star. They've got
Broad
some,
Branch.
Yeah.
I mean,
really nice.
Yeah, it's Old Raleigh.
Yep.
You know, I mean, you got some quality bourbon coming out of North Carolina that folks are going to start realizing soon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they haven't already. But yeah, I mean, we started touching on Texas, but that heat, like it's such a crazy thing that what happens to that barrel. What did I say at the beginning? Barrel tells a story. 2 years in a barrel in Texas could be equivalent to 3-4 years in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Right. Now, are you going to taste the youth of the whiskey? Sure, you'll still taste the youth of the whiskey, but you're going to have more of that oak influence. You're going to have more of that vanilla caramel on top of, your grain that you're pretty much tasting. Your corn flakes, your frosted flakes.
Yeah.
Right. You're still going to taste that. And I think once you pass the 4 to 6 year range, I think that's when you start getting away from like that grainy flavor. I don't mind it, honestly, and a lot of folks will just go after the color too, and I don't like that you're going after something you never even tried before just because of a color, just because of a proof. Like, try it. Go try it first.
Color don't mean anything.
Right. I mean,
or an age statement too.
I mean,
or an age statement. Or an age statement. Like we were saying earlier.
Plenty of different colors here, and these all have been, honestly, really, really well.
Except this
really
one. We don't know.
Oh, we don't know about that one, but I'm just going to assume that it's really phenomenal.
I will pour a very small bit of this.
You don't
have to.
But it's my choice next.
That's true.
Right, so yeah,
it's your choice next.
We'll go with a little bit of that one. No, we're gonna get fresh glasses for this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's your grand finale pour.
Grand finale pour.
Usually my grand finale is like Redbreast 27, Adam knows, or like the Whistle Pig.
I seen that sitting up there, and I was gonna ask about it. But
that's usually the grand finale pour right there. But no, I mean, you guys said you weren't really into single malts too much.
Well, I am, but
okay.
Yeah. I have a
we still have cigars to smoke.
I have a decent selection of Scotch at home, so I appreciate Scotch.
What about Irish?
I've had some, but I personally don't have any at home. But
that Redbreast, you'll go spend $500 on that bottle if I let you try that right now.
Probably.
You will.
I've heard really good things about Redbreast.
You absolutely will.
Even their lower end stuff. Yeah.
Forget that. 27.
Yeah.
27.
Forget it. Lower end stuff. No, seriously, that one is special.
Yeah.
It really is.
That's
the second bottle.
Yeah, I never considered even purchasing an Irish whiskey until I had that. And that opened my eyes that there's some good stuff to be had.
Tell you, there's a, I think it's up in Boone. They have a really great selection of Scotch if you want to make a trip up there.
An ABC store in Boone?
ABC store in Boone.
Okay.
Yep.
It's the one right beside Twigs, right?
It's the one right beside Twigs.
Yep.
You know where that's at. Yep.
The bar. Twigs.
They've got a great selection.
I've been up to Boone
Scotch.
once, and that was to float down the river. We actually passed a spot called Meat Camp. It was called Meat Camp. I've never seen that before. But that's a town in North Carolina. Meat Camp.
What were they doing there?
I don't know, but they had a fire department.
Were they camping?
No. But Andrew and I drove through this town. We're like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on here?
Meat Camp.
Meat Camp. They had a fire department. We passed by the fire department. We stopped not too far from there to take a picture of a bottle, like beautiful setting. Like there was this nice wooden fence and beautiful background. Like, you had the Blue Ridge and all that stuff back there. But yeah, we took a picture of one of the bottles that we gave Dallas for his birthday. We were there for Dallas's birthday, and Meat Camp. Just so weird.
That is strange.
So weird.
Meat Camp.
I've never even heard of that.
I've not either.
Near Boone. Yeah. But any meat campers out there?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a family show. Oh man, no, it was good. I'm gonna ask you actually to grab 4 more Glens if you don't mind. I'm gonna stick these over here. Beautiful. Thank you. I have an endless supply of Glens too, by the way. Let me see how easy that is.
Yeah.
That's got Mr. Wes Henderson's signature on the top there, all etched. It is gorgeous.
It's a fantastic bottle design too.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if you could see this on camera, but
beautiful
it's
bottle.
got the angel's wings on the back there. Again, super special bottle. I'm only going to pour a little bit here for you guys, but You
Just
will
there for you.
appreciate
And
this,
you
I'm
didn't even
sure.
have to do that,
Look
but
at
we
that.
appreciate it.
That's just a beautiful bottle.
You've had this one, right, Adam?
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna assume you've seen this.
I have it. Well, you hear the term thrown around a little bit, sexy bottle, but you
Yeah.
know, I don't know what necessarily classifies that. But if I were to judge a sexy bottle, I would say that is one.
That it really is.
Looks like some FAE floating around in there. That's some nice stuff right there. All right. Well, cheers, folks.
Cheers.
Thank you for allowing me on the show.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Appreciate that.
Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. We're not done yet. We're gonna go smoke cigars off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where all the fun happens. You watch the cats start climbing the screens outside.
That's when the pappies come out, right? I'm joking.
Believe it or not,
I'm joking.
I own 0 Pappy.
That was just a joke. But yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. 0 Pappy I own. I have a Old Rip 10, and I have a Lot B.
Lot B, yep.
Yeah.
But no Pappy.
No Pappy.
No 15, no 20, no 20, whatever.
23.
Over-
Kind of on topic with that, but off topic. The local restaurant guy that
Oh,
works there.
We got we got
He is
me
the
and Justin.
gatekeeper
We
to a few.
We just went to this kind of our go-to restaurant one evening, and he just we got talking to him about bourbon, and if he had anything that wasn't on their normal list.
Mm.
Yeah.
And he came up to us. He said, he's like, I don't do this just for anyone. But he said, I got some stuff downstairs. He said, I got a few different pappies, and well, of course we asked him what he's got. So he told us that he would let us try a Pappy 20 year.
Okay.
And I don't know if y'all have ever tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean it's really nice.
It's good.
Yeah.
It is nice.
It's good. So 15, I think, is like the
Sweet
perfect spot for
That's
Pappy.
what I've heard.
Yeah.
The 15 is like the prime one to have if you're gonna have one.
20 is good, not as good as a 15, in my opinion.
And
Of
I've
course.
heard the 23 is too oaky.
23, I could do without it, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, folks, if you like 23-year-old Pappy, go after it. But I personally, I do feel like the oak, like the level of oak on there,
Overpowers.
it's not like what we were talking about earlier. You
Yeah.
know, how there's a sweet spot when it comes to oak.
Yeah.
Okay, the 19 year,
It was really nice.
right? You have a nice smooth
Transition.
Oh, the whole transition is smooth, right? Your whole palate, your whole finish, everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the 23 Pappy, I think it's a sharp feeling. So you move from smooth to sharp,
Yeah.
and that sharp feeling I think is all those all the wood tannins.
Yeah.
You know, just like when you have some I don't want to say cheap wine, but cheap wine.
Yeah.
You know, and you're feeling that tannic flavor, that tannic feeling, the sharpness
Mm-hmm.
going down your throat. And that's how I feel Pappy 23. Now, I've had a couple expressions. I've had a couple different years. So I have done a little bit of research on it, and I get the same thing each time. That 15, though, I can drink that 15 all day long.
Yeah.
I really could.
All the research and everything I've
Yeah.
heard, that's what I've heard.
And again, that's personal opinion, and I know it's not always...
Of course. Everybody
It's
got
not
their
popular.
Not popular.
everybody got their own opinion.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
what
and-
could be our favorite could be someone's totally.
But also my opinion is because I've had it and it was opened and somebody poured it for me, as opposed to somebody else who is talking about it who has never opened their bottle
Mm-hmm.
and says that it's the best thing
Like-
ever.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
people defending something they've never tried.
Exactly.
Oh, this is good because
Yeah.
people say it is.
Well, because I made $800.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever.
I paid $1,000 for this. It's got to be.
Drink
good.
your whiskey.
Drink
Amen.
it. It's meant to be drinking and enjoyed with friends, family,
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If we can
cheers,
get
folks.
his,
we,
bro-
we didn't cheers on this one. I'm sorry. Cheers. Brother, Adam's already done.
we can get his brother to understand that.
Yeah.
Some of his
Uh-oh.
stuff.
Open.
Hey,
Yeah.
Open.
Open it.
Tell me what you guys think about this one.
completely different than anything I've ever tasted. Let me see.
It's got a nice blend of like a toasted almond with some coconut.
I'm getting coconut.
This
Yep,
guy's baking a
coconut.
cake over here.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Marzipan.
Fred. Shit, if Fred's watching your guys' show, that'd be awesome.
That would be cool. I'm actually a big fan of Fred. But very unique for the whiskey and bourbon space. You're not going to find much like this out there.
Yeah, that's true.
And I've had different Mizunara products, and I've not had anything that tastes like this.
That's really nice.
And you'd probably be hard pressed to find that bottle.
You're not going to find
Yeah,
that
you're
bottle.
Probably
anymore.
not going to.
You're not going to. I mean,
Somebody's got it sealed on their shelf, or
I'm sure there's still folks out there that are flipping this, that are putting it on Razes and all that fun stuff. You know, still making money off of it because no one wants to open it.
Yep. Price
But
on
open
keeps
it.
going
Honestly,
up and up
open
and
it. This was a $350 retail bottle right here, worth every penny of it.
Yeah.
First time I ever opened it, I got dry humped because I opened it for the person that
I was not here that night.
you were not here that night. No. It
Probably a
was
good
actually
thing.
Trey and Bourbon Heads.
Ah,
Yeah, that was a fun night. Cracked it open, said, you know what, let's go. Let's you know, you guys are great people. Let's have a good time.
Yeah.
And
And
I
that's
think
all about
I
it.
think we killed a quarter of the bottle that night.
mm.
and
Well worth it. Well
like,
worth
like
it.
I said,
That's great.
that's what bourbon's meant to be.
That's
And
right.
Enjoyed with friends, family, whatever.
I still have the bruise on my leg. No, seriously though, and again, it's not just what's inside that tells the story. It's the entire bottle. Like even once this is empty, this is still going to tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
The memories that were associated with this, I tell everybody, every single bottle behind me, I can tell you where I got it from, who I got it from, if I got it from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, store, trade, whatever. But there's always a story that's associated
Same
with
mine.
whatever
Even
is
though I've
behind
got
me here.
A 16th of what you've got, but I
Still.
can tell you
mine's
where
less than that.
every bottle. Yeah.
I mean, and that's the main thing. You know, like you create these, you know, these friendships, these bonds with other people, and this is what you talk about.
Yeah.
All walks of life. It doesn't matter. Bourbon, whiskey, period,
Yeah.
is the topic.
Yeah.
You know, and you have that conversation. We've talked about this. I don't know how many times.
Countless times.
That's the whole, you know, premise of our group too, is to just bring people together, and that's the goal at the end of the day is to bring people together over a spirit, over
Completely agree.
conversation. And you know what, you may like something that I don't like, but you have that you have that prerogative. I mean,
Right.
you're able to enjoy something that I don't like. If we all like the same thing, there'd be one bottle out there for everybody.
Right.
That's it, one total.
Yeah.
So I'm glad there's not, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's palate's different. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
This is the grand
That
finale
is-
bottle, but if we had more time and I'd have picked differently, I would really love to have tried the Jack Daniels 10 and 12
Oh hell no, man! We'll go do that outside on
Alright,
the
yeah.
on the
off
porch.
camera.
Those are good cigar pours.
Those are
Cigar
good
pours.
I bet so.
Yeah. Terrible. Jack Daniels, don't buy Jack Daniels, folks. Stop buying Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
All right, just don't.
leave it on.
Leave it for me. Leave it for me. Especially
And,
especially if you're not opening it. Leave it for me.
Leave it for Anthony and the Bourbon Trolls.
Yeah. And the bourbon trolls. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Leave
not
some
a
for
squire.
us.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, here we go. Give me another. What month are we in? 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give
Yeah.
me another 3 months, Adam. Relax. Don't lose sleep over it. Anyway, no, I appreciate this, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely appreciate you.
Thanks.
Any other questions for me, or?
You have anything to add? Do you want to do your socials and stuff? You're welcome.
No.
Yeah, you're welcome to.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. No, you can follow me along on the at the Bourbon Whiskey Library on Instagram. All one word, no underscores. Get rid of those scammers that are out there. There are still a lot of scammers out there, and they're still trying to sell bottles of Pappy's. And Pappy actually finished in Dasani bottles, things like that. So stay clear of that. You can actually subscribe to me too on Instagram. You do that, you will get a laminated library card, and there's a lot of perks that go along with that too. So keep an eye out for that. To these two guys right here, thank you. Really appreciate it, Adam.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
thanks for always being here, man.
Yeah.
Glad
Nice to meet you, Adam.
Yeah.
happened to show up.
Happy to join in.
it happens,
Yeah.
Hey, we're here to share pours and have a good time, right?
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Now we need some cigars. So
Yeah.
Right.
no, really, thank you guys. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for reaching out.
Do you have anything to add?
Just as the usual, you can follow us on our Facebook page and our Instagram. Facebook page will keep you in touch with everything that's going on, and hit that like button, subscribe on our YouTube channel. Found it.
And yes, make sure you do follow Anthony at the Bourbon Whiskey Library,
Absolutely.
as we appreciate him letting us come join him for some pours and
Good times.
good times. We learned a few things that we didn't know.
Yeah, we definitely did. Several things I didn't know.
Probably, I'm gonna assume made some new friends. Maybe not, but maybe.
Sure.
All right, guys. Until next time, what do we say?
Happy
Happy
bourbon
bourbon
trolling.
trolling.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a good one to end on.
Definitely.
Dude, that's really good.